Hello, good morning, guys. Today we will talk about the health in la región de montaña of our state. The team is confirmed by Osli, Liz, and me, Gibran. Next, please. So, first, we want you to know the context because we know that only then will you understand the problem. Our communities are located between the mountains of Guerrero in the municipality of Tlacuapa and Tlapa. We are indigenous Mixtecos, Tlapanecos, and Mexicanos or Nahualtecos. Next, please. Our community has a deficit with the Sustainable Development Goal number 3. This is health and well-being. Many people die each year from simple problems related to their health. Next, please. But what are sustainable development goals? Wording, in essence, they are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG, which are an urgent call to action by all countries developed and developing in a global partnership. They recognize that ending poverty and other deprivation must go hand in hand with strategies that improve health and education, reduce inequality and stimulate economic growth, while addressing climate change and working to preserve our oceans and forests. Next, please. The World Health Organization tells us health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Next, please. Physical health is the state of well being of our body and its function. Mental health is the balance of an individual in his social environment, how we participate and how we feel about ourselves. Next, please. Health is important because it is a part of quality of life and all human beings have the right to it. Next, please. Currently, there are many problems with regard to health throughout or other problems like depression and suicide. Next. Guerrero also has the highest rate of maternal and infant deaths.
Okay, now I will talk about the importance of health and give you some examples. Importance of quality in the health sector. Today, patients know their right in terms of health care services and the quality of the services provided to them, but in the mountain of Guerrero, that desired quality does not exist. Why? Community location. Access to health services is largely determined by the location of communities. For this reason, rural Guerrero presents serious challenge to adequate health care. Doctor preparation. Most of the health units in rural areas are under the responsibility of interns in social service. This results in a greater inequality in the quality of health care with respect to urban areas. Maternal deaths. Maternal deaths constitute a serious public health problem that can be avoided since people prefer to go to someone else and at that moment not having a dignified treatment. As well as in a health center, the baby dies. depression due to the death of a family member. Matern after the death of someone close to you, you can experience all kinds of emotion. It is normal to feel sadness, anger, frustration, and even association. Infrastructure. Health centers must have functioning, reliable, and safe facility for water, energy, sanitation, and hygiene and waste disposal. White traffic. In the montaña of Guerrero, women have a price, akin of slavery in the middle of the 21st century, hall for custom and tradition. A mental consequence of the years. The years are traumatized as they do not live their childhood and take on the role of mother. They suffer mental problems and finish importance of mental health. Your mental health is also important because it can affect your physical health. For example, mental disorders can increase your risk of physical health problems such as stroke, type 2 diabetes, and heart diseases. Thank you.
Okay, in the legal field, a very strong problem is the sale of girls for uses and customs. And okay, the problem number one, they pay for them from 40,000 and 200,000 pesos. And number two, the problems associated with pregnancy that is not even in adolescent but in puberty. Number three, in addition to the sexual exploitation that these customs imply, the woman will work at home. Number four, the state of Guerrero ranks second in the pregnancies. In the entity, there are 2 out of 10 births of babies whose mothers were under 19 years of age. Okay, is this allowed? Although in federal legislation there are agreements to prohibit the sale of girls, these agreements do not prevail in those communities where they adhere to uses and customs. Although these constitute a crime, the Constitution does allow this, that use and custom that goes against the law will not be valid. The next solutions. About the legal, we have to work with women and girls, and you have to do it from a young age. Tell them that this is not the case, that they have rights, that they are not animals, much less objects that can't be sold. About the mental, health centers must have some areas of attention for psychological mental health. About the physical, all women and newborns should receive care that prevents infection. Pregnant women must receive the right care at the right time. Our proposal promote and foster a culture of preventive health in vulnerable communities to guarantee the physical and mental health of the population, as well as reduce the mortality rate from preventable and treatable diseases and contribute to a better quality of life for all.